Hey everybody, and welcome to this Monday's Electronic Banking Basics. I've had some of you ask, Professor, why don't you have more on cards? In particular, issuing bank or acquiring bank, what's the difference? Well, issuing bank or acquiring bank, what is the difference? Simply put, an issuing bank is a financial institution that issues the credit card to the cardholder and allows them to make purchases at retailers in person and online with that card. Most major banking institutions will offer credit cards to their account holders with whom they have established relationships and have access to their financial information and credit history. They will use this information when deciding how much credit to extend or issue to the cardholder. Issuing banks face the risk that a cardholder will not pay back the amount owed to them on their card for the purchases, that they've already made. But because the issuing bank has access to the consumer's financial information, they are able to lower or reduce their risk with alternative ways of getting the funds back from a consumer if they were to default on what they owe. The risk is why issuing banks provide credit cards to cardholders instead of the card brands doing it, like Visa or MasterCards. Now, if a cardholder has an issue with an unfamiliar transaction, or let's call it suspected fraud, they will then contact their issuing bank. What about an acquiring bank? Well, when a merchant processes a transaction for a customer who has come into their store or submitted an order online, the transaction is processed through an acquiring bank. Acquiring banks allow merchants to accept credit card payments from cardholders and their issuing bank. Now, when a cardholder makes a purchase, the acquiring bank works on behalf of the merchant to confirm the cardholder's issuing bank that they can process the payment and that the cardholder has the funds available for the transaction. Acquiring banks, they may be less visible to merchants and cardholders compared to issuing banks because they often work behind the scenes while they're partners, payment processors, who many times are the ones who are working directly with the merchant to help you sign up for your account and providing customer service when questions do arise. An example of an acquiring bank would be something like First Data. But there are many others out there, and many of the larger financial institutions that offer the same services that are out there. Both issuing and acquiring banks play very important roles in credit card processing. Now that concludes this Monday Electronic Banking Basics. If you got other questions, got any concerns, would like to know more, please put something in the comments down below, send me a message, or of course you can email me at kevin@paymentsprofessor.com. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos.